and welcome to Check Out This Guy, where I'm about to get myself checked in because, Jesus, why am I so normal about volleyball boys? I know how to talk. I'm Elvire, and my pronouns are they, she, he.
I'm Emery. My pronouns are they, she, he, and God, Haikyuu is so good. I wish volleyball were real.
Hi, I'm Spike, and what's a volleyball?
Yeah, Spike, what do you know about volleyball?
Oh, I have played volleyball once, maybe twice in my whole freaking life. So I think it's just a game where, you have 3 to 5 people typically, and you knock the ball over the net. And like if you jump up high and slam it down like right in front of the net, it's called a spike.
So
It's called a U.
Yeah, no relation.
It's called a U. You are named after, or did in those 2 times that you played volleyball, you spiked so good they were like, we're gonna name this move after Spike.
Oh no. We'll talk about where Spike comes from on the embarrassing episode.
On one of our lore episodes. Yeah, Spike, I'm gonna bring you some shocking news. I think you might have played more volleyball than I have.
Oh God, and you're like the volleyball freak here.
Yeah, my experience with volleyball is that I played it a little bit in high school gym class, and a couple years ago I watched Haikyuu. I feel like the latter experience was much more educational.
I've watched the anime, I've watched the live action with and without subtitles. Live action is the stage play, by the way. And I'm 4 volumes away from collecting the entire manga.
Fucking
congrats.
Yeah. Oh, I also read the whole Haikyuu manga. Forgot about that.
Yeah. And an important thing you forgot about the rules of volleyball is that all these boys should come in pairs. There's always 2 of them.
Okay. So 2 things. One, I also didn't know what Haikyuu was until a couple days ago when I asked, and I was told it was volleyball anime, basically. Second though, I may be completely wrong, but isn't it normally an odd number of people on the team?
There can be polycules.
Yeah, I was gonna say, doesn't this make the pairing...
Or you can have a pair
more interesting?
that is enemies to lovers.
Okay. Yes, as you do.
So yeah, whenever I get my hands on someone's OCs, I say, what if you put them in a volleyball team?
Hell yeah.
Because the thing that I got out of Haikyuu was that sports is very gay. And it's just boys touching balls, you know. How else am I supposed to explain it?
Isn't that most sports?
Yeah, and in some sports they even hold sticks, you know. It's the metaphor writes itself. I think the gayest thing you can do is a sport.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Is lacrosse the gayest sport?
What is the gayest sport? Lacrosse does have like sticks and balls that stay connected for a prolonged period of time.
Yeah, and like you catch the ball with your stick too, so.
This is very funny considering that Morg just said that.
Yeah, I'm over here avoiding saying the most embarrassing words in this description. I'm trying to be good.
Morg just said that maybe there was only one horny person on the podcast, and I'm thinking that's wrong. So yeah, we all have OCs. We might not have enough OCs to make a team, but then I suggest you do as I do and you just fill them up with other people's OCs.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So are we gonna be making 3 full teams here?
We could put them together on a team, or we could make rival teams. I don't know. Should we start with a little bit of this is what Haikyuu is really about?
Tell us more about Haikyuu, but also I'm gonna tell you, Emery and I both have characters that have played volleyball in canon.
That's true. We did a beach episode in Fellowship Season 1.
Oh, that's amazing. That's perfect. Any good media should have a beach volleyball episode.
Gilly and Xenu were on opposing teams in a beach volleyball tournament.
Why are they always opposing teams? They're a pair. How dare you?
Yeah, and while you tell us about Haikyuu, I'm gonna show you the picture of the swimsuit.
Oh my god. How do I explain Haikyuu? So there's the main character in Haikyuu. Hinata's short. He's really short, but he wants to be the best volleyball player ever. I am not the kind of person that obsesses over main characters. So what I obsessed with was that as all these boys play volleyball, and it's very intense, you need to understand that when you watch or read this, you're rooting for every single one of these boys, and that's impossible because a team has to win and a team has to lose. And we follow one specific team as they do high school volleyball and try to be the best high school volleyball team. That's it very shortly. Over the course of this story, we learn the rules of volleyball. And that's where I lose a lot of confidence. Why did you just roast? Oh my god. Dear audience, Spike just killed me by posting a bathing suit that shows someone's innards.
Yeah, 'cause Xena was wearing like a slim good body ass bathing suit.
Yeah, a one-piece bathing suit.
It's not even a muscle suit. Like, we can see intestines.
Which was very funny because she has no midsection.
Yeah, and she probably doesn't have any of these things.
So we can get into it later.
Consider this when you have to design your uniform for your team.
She was on Team Meat.
Team Meat, of course. Right. I was gonna try and explain what the positions were in volleyball. Emily, do you remember the positions? I remember you had the libero. Libero? Who is not allowed to spike. Very sad. They're supposed to defend so they can do a bunch more defense moves than everybody else. Everybody else does get to be able to spike, right?
Yeah, I looked up volleyball team positions.
Oh, you're smarter than me.
Oh wow.
I'm looking at the first article that came up. So we got the setter. The setter is basically the one who sort of sends the ball where it needs to go. They're a very technically proficient character. They have to be like very tactical and like, make sure the ball gets where it needs to go for the main hitters to have the best chance at scoring. Let's see. We got the outside hitter, also known as the left side hitter. I'm just quoting verbatim at this point. Is the lead attacker in the offensive strategy. To be a successful hitter, you must be able to jump high, be quick on your feet, and be ready to adapt to different situations. Opposite hitter, also known as the right side hitter, these players need a perfect balance of both offense and defense. They will also get many opportunities to hit the volleyball, so similar to the outside hitter, jumping ability is vital. The main difference that sets the opposite hitter apart is their defensive responsibility. Being able to receive the serve from the opposing team is just one of the many requirements of this specialized position. We got the middle blocker, sometimes known as the middle hitter, is the tallest player on the volleyball team. Their main role for the team is being the first line of defense against the opposing team's hits. The middle blocker needs to read the other team's attackers to quickly raise their arms above the net in a blocking attempt. However, this is not a defense-only position. The middle blocker will have chances for quick points throughout the set. And the libero, which Elvira already explained, they can only play in the back row of the court and are the ideal position to receive a hit from the opposite team.
Wow, we did not use any of these in gym class.
Yeah, they kind of just put you in.
Yeah, we just turned because every time this is an important volleyball rule. Every time this is actually a rule that changed, which confused me because I played it with the old rules when I was a teen, and then I got confused when I read Haikyuu. Or did Haikyuu already use the old rules as well? Anyway, at some point I got confused because there's new rules. When I played, every time you scored, you were supposed to move your little circle of people. And apparently now it's only when you take the point back from the opposing team. I remember that I had to change positions way more often in high school than in the modern game, because when I watched Haikyuu, I did go in a little bit of a volleyball thing, and I did watch the Olympics.
Incredible.
I understood some of the moves even. I felt so smart.
Great.
Hooray.
Yeah, so that's kind of a quick rundown of the positions. Basically, you got a bunch of different guys. They do a bunch of different things. I think the main thing we're gonna focus on will probably be like the team dynamics. So how are we gonna do this? I think it would be fun to make two opposing teams out of our OCs.
Okay.
And yeah, do we want to do just like 6 players per team for 12 in total?
Yeah, and if anyone has an OC they want to add, but they don't know how that would work as a player, we have manager positions.
Hell yeah.
How about we each pick, so I have a proposal. Because there's 3 of us, we each for each team we each pick one of our OCs for the first team and the rival team. And then like we pick from the stable of our friends for the other half of the positions.
Interesting.
Well, how else are you gonna talk about like the grouping of all of our friends' OCs?
True. Oh, who will I? I'm definitely bringing Rain then. But who else?
I have a lot of OCs on my own, like...
That's fine. Like, I'm gonna have, like, 2 OCs in here.
I mean, I could bring 2 of my own as well.
So maybe it's just a rule for me, because I have fewer OCs.
Oh, right, because we need 2 OCs per team. Do I have 4 that aren't fleshed out enough? Maybe I'm just gonna steal Rain while I'm at it. You know, don't get that opportunity a lot.
Alright, so here we fucking go. I just made up a Google Doc. First off, what are our team names? Actually, you know what? Should we maybe pick captains before we pick team names?
Yeah, I feel like the team name should be something that we feel is the vibe of the characters that we're bringing. I want to bring my new OC, definitely. The one I'm fleshing out right now.
Okay.
I want Skylar, my naked dragon boy, to be on the team.
Let's go.
I'm going to write him.
Cool. Hell yeah. Let's see. So, Skylar's captain of Team 1.
Oh, wow. Yeah, immediately captain. You know what? He's naked and has a dragon on his back. Of course, he takes a captain position.
Yeah, no, that's definitely some main character bullshit.
Yeah, I want to propose the rival team's name.
Oh, wow.
And this will be funny if you recognize what I did. Team Pulse of Darkness.
Uh-huh. I don't recognize what you did.
I went to the gender generator.
Oh, fuck yeah. We were playing Speeding Bullets the other day, which, if you don't know, is a tabletop RPG based on the video game Shadow the Hedgehog, and it has a random gender generator, which will give you one of the names of the over 300 possible routes in Shadow the Hedgehog.
I think that's a great way to name our character.
Yeah, I went on there and I hit it a few times until there was something that I thought would be funny as a team name.
Okay, I think I want to put Tyaxa as the team captain of Team 2. Tyaxa is an OC that I haven't talked about yet. I don't really have a whole lot there going on for them, but basically they're like a fucking fantasy Dark Lord type character who kind of retired and is like, well, I'm a fucking immortal necromancer with a limitless magic potential. But I don't really have anything to do right now. I'm just kind of fucking around. I really need some direction in my life. Maybe I'll go on a quest to kill God or something. Who knows?
Oh, just baby steps.
Okay, I guess it is my turn. I don't know which team, but oh god, I'm gonna have to explain the character also.
That is the point of our podcast.
Yes. The first character I want to propose is to be an outside hitter.
Mm-hmm.
And that is Dorothy Doyle.
Okay.
So, yeah, she is from our Eidolon campaign. She is a 21-year-old college student, and she's kind of a rockabilly. I think that's enough just to get the gist, but like she is at least somewhat athletic. Like she is kind of one of those people that's just kind of being blessed with being good, at least kind of good at everything. Except talking to people.
Yeah, so, also, yeah, Elvir, do you want to come up with a name for Team 1?
I don't know if I can top a random gender generator that uses Shadow the Hedgehog as a base.
I can keep on hitting refresh on it.
Hit refresh on that until we get something as good as Pulse of Darkness.
I just brought it up in the first one. It suggested is diabolical power.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I love that. We didn't give our captains positions. We should do that. But first, Spike, what team will, was it Dorothy?
Yes.
Be joining?
Oh,
I kind of want to make Pulse of Darkness mostly villain-coded characters.
Okay, yeah, that's okay. In that case, yeah, let's put her on diabolical power. I'm thinking ahead.
Mm-hmm. I remember that in Haikyuu, outside hitters were called wing spikers. So if Dorothy joins diabolical power, then that team will have 2 wing spikers. Because obviously my character that has wings has to be a wing spiker.
Great. That makes sense. I get it. I think Tyaxa might be the setter.
Oh, yeah.
She's not the best at communicating with other teammates, but I think she's got the observation and technical skill to do a good job in it.
I forgot I gave Skylar a full name.
Skylar Skyronimus.
You might want to have a guess at one of my favorite painters. Hieronymus Bosch.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so Elvira, do you have a next pick?
I have a next pick. If you want Pulse of Darkness to be mostly evil characters, then I'm gonna have to put Lens. My OC
Hell
with
yeah.
many eyes that may or may not be stolen. You can't prove anything. On your team. And since Lens has many eyes and can see everything, I think Lens should be a libero.
Yeah, okay.
The more eyes Lens steals, the more purple he becomes. That's a thing I decided sometime last month because I thought it was funny.
Nice. Alright, if it's my pick next, then I think I want to go with another villain character of mine, Pineapple the Squirrel.
Oh, yes.
What a beautiful name!
I'm trying to think of what Pineapple's position would be. They're kind of just a little small guy. I don't think they're very physically gifted. I think they are a manager.
Oh, yeah.
And Pineapple, the audience can listen to the actual play that Pineapple's in.
Yeah, speaking of speeding bullets, Pineapple originates from the Sonic Shuffle 3rd year anniversary episode where we played that game. And Pineapple the Squirrel is basically a fucking dream tulpa created by Dark Gaia, and they have weird nightmare powers, but also they're a little squirrel who talks like this. And their name is Pineapple.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah, Pineapple was really fun to hear about. Okay, my turn. I am going to pick a setter for Team Diabolical Power. A setter is all about that seems something that would be a fit for someone who is graceful and has wind powers.
Mm-hmm.
So I am choosing friend of the show Patrick's character Arla, who is a little elven birdie / whirlwind person.
Okay, let's go.
I really want to bring Rain, which is my friend Tyke's OC. I said, wow, I like this red-haired character. And Tyke said, want to see an even better one. And then he showed me his OC, and I was like, oh my god, perfect. I'm going to steal that. But I'm not quite sure what position to give him. But I think I'm just going to give him middle blocker because we don't have any yet. And unlike me, Tyke makes OCs that aren't evil necessarily. So I will put him on Team Diabolical Power. Tyke is just a redhead with fire powers and a cool sword, which tells you a lot about me. And I gotta get Tyke on this podcast to talk about it. It's gonna happen. I believe in it.
Alright then. Yeah, for Team Pulse of Darkness, I think I gotta bring in my best villain, the Demon Lord himself. It's Gilly.
Are you just gonna fill Team Pulse of Darkness all by yourself?
Oh, no, because...
Oh, you got a manager in. Oh, sneaky.
Also, I put Dorothy on Diabolical Power because I know who's going on Pulse of Darkness. At this point, the audience should know already, too. I might as well... which is the one that... Yeah, middle blocker, Xenuvar.
Hell yeah.
I'm so happy that they're on the same team.
Finally. We waited so long. And I'm putting Gilly as a defensive specialist, which I don't think ever came up on Haikyuu, but it's on this list of volleyball player positions.
Is that not libero? Is that not the same? You know what? Haikyuu went for 4 positions, I think, and said that's complicated enough. I mean, you can have multiple of the same on a team. You just put them on the bench.
All right, Elvira, your pick.
My pick, right. Who else am I gonna bring? I'm trying to switch between the teams. I want to get an even spread out there.
I haven't put anyone on Diabolical.
No,
I gotta do that with my next pick.
You do. I have my D&D character, which is a tabaxi called Excalibur. They're a sorcerer. I forget what the power was called, but it was the one with the shadows. And they're not necessarily evil, but the thing is that I have a very high charisma stat on that character. I decided that they were just rude as fuck, but got away with it because they're very cute. They're just a cute cat.
Love that.
And I'm not saying that they're evil, but I'm saying that sometimes I do not make the most what's it called in D&D? Righteous good decisions with this one. So I'm putting Excalibur on Pulse of Darkness. And I'm making this little ball of excitement because they're very excited about everything and everyone. Obviously, that's a wing spiker as well. Wing spiker and outside hitter are, I think, the same thing.
We're very outside hitter heavy on this list.
We just like to hit things.
All right, so for Team Diabolical Power, I'm throwing in an opposite hitter. Folks, it's M the Bon.
Yes.
Okay.
Have I talked? Yeah, I have talked about M on the
interstitial?
On the interstitial episode. Yeah, she's my Sonic OC. She's depressed as fuck. I think her team spirit is kind of low, or yeah, no, actually maybe no. We already have them. Okay, no, yeah. I'm going without opposite hitter.
You're using so many more volleyball terms than I know. I'm gonna have to open a volleyball position tab as well.
Yeah, I think M could fill a lot of roles just because she's a Sonic character. She has very high physical stats. Just she's not very powerful compared to other characters like Sonic, obviously. She can only run at 100 miles an hour and bench press a small car, but she, just by virtue of being a character from that world, she's got pretty good stats. Her team spirit is kind of low though. She'll have to work on that.
Yeah. Does anyone else have an idea for a manager for Diabolical Power?
Good question.
Because if you don't, I have one.
Ooh.
Another friend of the show, Dan, has a character that I think would be fun in that position. And it's one of Dorothy's few friends, Alton the cat.
Yeah.
Which is just a cat that used to live at an abandoned mall, now lives with a weirdo, and now they're human level intelligence because they went in a puddle.
Nice.
God, Team Diabolical Power really is just hitters, huh?
We still don't have a libero or defense specialist for diabolical power, do we?
I was like, I can change Skylar to libero, but I think liberos cannot be captains.
Can't they? Huh.
I think, or do I remember that wrong?
I'm trying to remember if there was a libero captain in Haikyuu.
I think there was a position that cannot be, according to the FIVB regulations. I don't know what that is. A libero may not be a member of the team or the game captain. What does that mean?
Aww.
How can you not be a member of the team? Oh, this rule has been changed by USAV. Who the hell is that? To allow liberos to serve as a team captain, floor captain, or both. I don't know enough about volleyball. I say they can be whoever they want to be.
Yeah, any actual volleyball players in the audience are going to be yelling at us so much, but don't worry about it.
One of my friends is a volleyball player, but he definitely doesn't listen to this podcast. And I remember that he got a little mad at me because I almost got his girlfriend, who is one of my best friends in the world, to watch the volleyball anime with me. And she's never gone to a match of his.
Nice.
Yeah. But I don't feel like Skylar would be defensive. Maybe we just have a team of only hitters. That is how Haikyuu started. In the beginning, their defensive players are all like on probation, which is a very clever way to slowly introduce different positions in volleyball.
I think I might have a defensive specialist in mind.
Okay.
I'm going heavy on Team Diabolical Power. You're going heavy on Team Pulse of Darkness, and Elvira is balanced.
I am so balanced.
Yeah, did Elvira go? I thought the last one we did was Elton, or did I miss?
Oh, yeah. I can throw in
Elvira's turn.
Another character. I don't know. Here's a question. If I put my Pokemon trainer in, does he get his Pokemon?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, no, I think it works like it does in Smash Brothers, where the Pokemon trainer is just standing on the side and they can swap the Pokemon in and out, but only one at a time.
Okay. Then I want to put Ace in my Ice Pokemon trainer. Very important to note. Any listeners who speak Dutch already realize that Ace is not a joke on the fact that I am asexual. It is a fact, a joke on the fact that you can. Ice cream is pronounced Ace in Dutch.
Ah.
I named my character Ice, but I was sneaky about it. So I'm gonna put Ace on. I'm gonna lose my balance.
What if someone rolls up to the Pokemon trainer named Ice, and then they just whip out and then Ice just whips out a team full of fire types? They would be so tilted. It would throw them off so bad.
But Ace has only Ice type Pokemon. I did spend a lot of time on that team. I'm very proud of it.
Hell yeah, we love team building. I have not been able to shut up about what I'm doing in Cassette Beasts.
We've noticed. I'm gonna put Ace on Team Diabolical because he is a bit of a troublemaker, but he means well. He means well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put between brackets his Pokemon, so that's Snowrunt, Sneasel. I'm gonna write some of these wrong because Snowrunt is without an W. Who else was on that team? I had Frostmoth, Riolu. Oh, what was this? The small one of Mamoswine? Swineup.
Piloswine?
Piloswine. I know Pokemon names. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no! Who's my last one? Who's my last one? I'm gonna add it later because I had another. Oh, Absol. say, hey, something's about to go wrong. And all of these Pokemon are the Liberos.
Great. Fantastic.
This is the most diverse Libero team ever. Everyone knows Absol should be on the field the most because they can sort of predict when something bad's about to happen. But it's probably going to be Snorunt on there most of all. Absolutely incapable of doing anything with a volleyball.
All right. Yeah, I'm going back to Pulse of Darkness. I'm in a real villain's mood this week apparently. So for the opposite hitter on Team Pulse of Darkness, I'm putting in Hellclaw.
Hell yeah.
This is Grey Pollen, a character who I teased. We don't know too much about them yet, but as a reminder, they did say that they killed an entire town full of people. So
they get get to be on Team Pulse of Darkness. If you have a murder in your history, you get to be on Team Pulse of Darkness.
Uh-huh.
Is there some complexity to their character though? Are we gonna find out that maybe they're a different person than they're sort of projecting themselves to be? Who could possibly say? You know, who could say if they have growth and redemption?
Who can say? Who can say? Character growth in our OCs? It's more likely than you think.
We do love it. So I want to add a Libero to Pulse of Darkness, and I'm just countering
another Libero.
Yes. No, I'm just countering Ace though.
Oh.
Because I think I'm the only one that has that created a Pokemon character that was a villain, which is Drench. And I'm just gonna say, if you want to know about Drench, just go on our Discord and do a search for the word Drench.
Okay.
And you will see what is it called? Pictaro? Picrew. You'll see a Picrew of them and the team that I picked for them, and their really stupid idea for why they exist. Because I'm not a Pokemon's person.
Now, for anyone who's not on the Discord, I remember Drench. They're a water type gym leader, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is what it says.
And their gimmick is they use only horny Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah. They only have one water type on their team.
This implies a lot about Vaporeon, huh?
And there are no other trainers in the gym. It's just all traps.
Listen, evolutions are very popular in
Yeah, I know. I've also been online.
Yeah, the copy pasta is forbidden.
Every time I see Drench, because I remember the first time you posted it, and Gardevoir is in this team, and Gardevoir is actually one of my favorite Pokemon. I would spend forever in the beginning of the game to get a Ralts so that I could evolve it to Gardevoir. And then I Googled it once, and then I never did that again. Worst experience of my life. I didn't like big boobs back in the day.
What other? Okay, we have. Yeah, what other positions can we do? I know we can do some ones like pinch server. We can maybe do like backup positions for the hitters, or we could cap it off there and start to talk about like, what are some of the interactions? What are some of the rivalries? Also,
it'll be even if we each add one more.
Yeah.
True.
Also, okay, yeah.
Yeah, we can each add one more, and I was thinking if anyone feels like their OC fits any one of these teams, they should put it in the Discord when we post this episode and they listen to it and be like, yo, I have the perfect whatever other position you come up with to put on Pulse of Darkness. I would love to see other people. Or make an opposing team. I don't know.
Yeah. No, listen, this is only 2 teams. There's room for more.
There's room for more. I need to add another character, and I cannot think of anyone else's characters, but I played Sleepaway a while ago. And I made what can only be described as a tiny mix between Kageyama and Oikawa from the Haikyuu media. So they're tiny, they like to punch things, they think they're the best thing ever, they think they're a genius at everything they do, and they're madly in love with someone that doesn't love them back. I think this is no, actually, that person did love him back, but in the Sleepaway campaign, the love of his life very much died horrifically.
Riff.
Oh no.
So this is a very tragic character, and I feel like that is sort of the essence of Kageyama and Oikawa, because they're geniuses, but also, is it easy to hate them. And he was called, and I would like to thank one of my friends for this name, Rock O. Lee. Yeah, he's just a tiny guy that likes to punch things. And wait, I should put him in the other team, because I am going for balance. And to be honest, this one was an asshole. He did abandon a lot of friends to try and survive.
Yeah.
And I feel like his one love dying was very, very much karma.
Rip. So yeah, I think the only role left on Pulse of Darkness would be Pinch Server.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking, since he's inspired by Kageyama and Oikawa, that would be very tragic for him if he was a setter that constantly got benched. So that's actually the role I want to give him, if that's okay with everyone. Just the setter, but definitely a bench
warmer.
setter. Yeah. There we go. Thank you for letting me do this. I'm very happy.
Yay!
The setter, more like the sitter.
I'm gonna. Amazing.
All right. So for Team Diabolical Power, yeah, I think I want to do a Pinch Server. Let's see. I got a couple options here. I did 2 Sonic characters already. I did a Grey Pollen character. I did Fellowship. Do we think that Snake is a Pinch Server? I don't know. I'm rolling through my head. What are my other guys?
Don't ask me any questions about Snake.
I'm partial towards Sophie because I drew Sophie, and that was fun. And I think it would be pretty funny to have someone on the field with a skateboard.
Yes.
I know.
And a scythe.
And a scythe.
And a scythe. That is pretty funny.
They're looking through the rule book, and they do not find a place where it says that you cannot have a scythe on the volleyball field.
Yeah, doesn't say anywhere in a rulebook that a cat can't skateboard in volleyball.
This reminds me of the fact that when I made a volleyball team with all of Tyke's OCs, because we did do that. So Rain's full name is actually Rain Showers. Tyke really likes rain, as in the natural phenomenon. And nowhere in the rules says it that you can't be wet while playing volleyball. So his main OC, Tyke Showers, always has his swimsuit on under his volleyball outfit and just comes to matches straight from the pool, soaking wet.
I think, yeah, okay, so Sophie is a pinch server. I think her dynamic on the team is that, like, she's an angry little teenager, oh yeah, once again, she's another one of my Sonic OCs. She's an angry little teenager, so I think she's, like, resentful for everyone else on the team for getting to be on the court more than her.
My turn?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have everything except a defensive specialist over here on Team Diabolical Power.
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to go with one of my OCs who is a mercenary. Because that seems to be good for a defensive specialist. So, I'm going with the world's littlest orc, Jolene Geyser.
Yeah, I was just about to say Jolene seems probably like the best option for defense specialist.
How little is this orc?
Halfling size.
Yeah, they're biologically a halfling, culturally an orc.
I understand.
They're adopted.
That's amazing.
All right, so we got a couple of teams here. So to run it down, we got Team Diabolical Power with Skylar as the captain and the wing spiker, Dorothy Doyle as the outside hitter, Arla as the setter, Rain as the middle blocker, Em the bun as the opposite hitter, Elton the cat as the manager, Ace as the libero, Sophie as the pinch server, and Jolene Geyser as the defense specialist. Then Team Pulse of Darkness, we've got Tyaxa the captain, who is the setter. We got Lens the libero, Pineapple the squirrel, team manager, Gilly Nibs, defense specialist, Xenuvar, middle blocker, Excalibur, wing spiker, Hellclaw, outside hitter, Drench, libero, and Broccoli, the setter, on the bench. So what are we thinking about, like, the interactions of all these characters? What are, like, the friendships and rivalries that form? What do we think it looks like in general when these two teams are on the court against each other?
Wow, these are some messed up teams.
Mm-hmm.
They sure are. We got a bunch of fucking freaks over here.
Oh boy, we sure do.
I don't know how much you've thought about what Drench is like as a person, but I think it would be kind of cool if the Liberos were just super close friends. Just constantly cheering for each other when they manage to make a good save, even though it ruins the game for themselves.
So the idea of Drench is like they're the water gym leader because it's just a thirst trap joke. But like they are very like anti-horny actually.
Interesting.
So like, yeah, it's like their whole gimmick is like they're punishing the horny Pokemon trainers.
Then yeah, Ace and Drench could be the best of friends.
What about Pineapple the squirrel and Broccoli? Because they're they're sort of courtside for the entire... They're both courtside for the entire match. They're probably hanging out. They're probably talking. Pineapple the squirrel is always, like, saying bullshit about the end of the world and, things lurking... dark things lurking in the back corners of your mind and shit like that.
Well, Broccoli, did, commit a murder to kill... Because he thought he was killing, some of those dark shits lurking in the corner. So he's probably gonna every time Pineapple brings that up, he might get a bit aggressive. Not necessarily towards Pineapple, but more like, I think, is Pineapple someone that would rile Broccoli up so that he starts that really angry stare people do to try and intimidate the other team?
So yeah, Broccoli is just like getting like fucking Sasuke Uchiha like intense, just like being like, oh, when I get on the fucking court, it's gonna be a massacre.
Yeah.
And just sits on a bench till the end of the game.
Exactly. And I think Pineapple just riles them up. I don't know if Pineapple thinks that the two of them are friends. But Broccoli is not this.
Pineapple definitely thinks that.
Yeah, because Broccoli is not the smartest guy I made.
We have very few characters on here who are masculine coded, don't we?
It's fucking true.
Skylar might have like tits, but he is a trans man.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I think that's the most masculine. Oh no, Rain is a guy.
Okay.
Hellclaw is transmask.
What about Lynn's? Is Lynn's masculine or feminine?
Lens is whatever gets him the eyes.
Oh,
Hell yeah. A lot of my fucking characters are trans femme. I wonder what this says about me.
Yeah. I mean, you can look at my characters too and draw conclusions. I think Dorothy might check out Lynn's.
Interesting.
Ooh, yeah.
Trying to do it on the sly, which is gonna be hard because of all of the eyes.
Mm-hmm. Lens doesn't like that. Lens doesn't tell people what they consider rude. But lusting after him is definitely something that.
Oh no, not really lusting. Just like,
Yeah, but Lens lives in extremes.
Ah.
Yeah, so no matter how innocent Dorothy is about this, Lens is gonna be acting super insulted.
Excellent.
So that's probably a great dynamic to have on the field.
Yeah, that seems to fit with Dorothy's life and general interactions with everyone too.
Oh no! Oh, poor thing.
So since they're right next to each other on the list, I think Excalibur and Hellclaw, I think there's going to be a little bit of hostility there. I think, as you said, Excalibur is kind of a cute, doofy jerk, and I think Hellclaw would get pretty aggravated by their bullshit. But I think that would turn to competitive energy since they're both spikers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think they would. I think Hellclaw would fucking get mad and just try to score more points than Excalibur.
The kind of thing where off fields you cannot put them in the same room as each other, but then on the field they're accidentally in sync.
Uh-huh.
I love that. Team Pulse of Darkness is a little bit unhinged, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh, it's. Yeah, like I said, both of these teams are full of fucking freaks. I think Team Pulse of Darkness is be kind of pretty unfunctional.
Elvira, you got any ideas?
Who doesn't have any interactions yet?
M doesn't.
Do you think anyone on Team Diabolical Power would have something to say about the fact that the team captain likes to walk around without clothes?
I think M is actually cool with it. In Sonic the Hedgehog world, people wear no clothes all the time. She would, I think she would maybe say like, "Hey, put on some gloves."
Ah, right, yeah. That would fit perfectly because Skylar does wear shoes.
Although I guess M doesn't always wear gloves. Sometimes it's like fist wraps, sometimes it's like just bracelets or something.
Oh, you know what? It could be like a caring kind of thing, because you're supposed to, or you're not supposed to, but in volleyball, a very intense moment in Haikyuu is when they hurt their hands and they gotta tape it and keep going anyway. So I don't know, is M kind of a caring person? Would M be like, hey, you should wrap those up?
Yeah, I think M is, kind of tries to keep a sort of distant exterior, but no, they're definitely more of a caring person than they let on.
Okay.
I think they would be like that, yeah.
Okay, because Skylar probably doesn't want to be touched a lot, but then M gets an exception, doesn't even have to ask, and just show up with whatever needs to be done. Be like, yeah, give me those hands. And go for it.
Uh-huh.
No, M is also touch averse, so like same hat.
Uh-huh. Right.
Standing very close to each other, but never touching.
Exactly, yeah. This is the ideal asexual friendship.
Heck yeah. I have an idea.
Uh-huh.
I think Jolene would really want to learn how to skate, but is entirely too embarrassed to ever approach Sophie about it.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Meanwhile, Sophie's just like, oh, whatever, I could be a better defensive specialist than you anyway.
Uh-huh. I'm pretty sure both of them have popped mini balls.
Oh, probably. Emma's like, Sophie, you need to stop hitting it with your scythe.
Uh-huh. And Jolene keeps on stabbing them.
These two teams end up always having to do matches against each other because no other team wants to invite them.
Yeah, but wait, do both of these teams just agree to go no holds barred?
I think so, probably.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so like they need a medical team on standby when these two go at it.
Probably, yeah.
Tyaxa and Pineapple are definitely just like emanating dark energy for like the entire match.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, if you let Brock off the bench, he might actually commit a murder, so he needs to stay on that bench.
Uh-huh.
It's definitely the energy of like, oh, if someone lights too many candles, a portal to hell is just gonna open up in the middle of this volleyball court.
You look away for 3 seconds and Excalibur is like making little magic things on the ground.
Yeah.
The thing about Excalibur
Hey guys,
is
I made a summoning circle.
you could always hear it because I made Excalibur's. You have to have a focus for magic in D&D, and I made it the little bell around their neck. And whenever Excalibur wants to do a spell, it does a little ding.
Oh, that's so good.
So you can always hear it. When Excalibur does a spell, I need to use my sorcery points to make it silent.
I saw this word yesterday, so I have to ask: Does Excalibur practice Meowchick?
They certainly do. That's amazing.
Yes.
I love that so much.
It definitely does seem like Team Pulse of Darkness is stacked with a lot more magic users. What do we think about that on Team Diabolical Power? Well, I guess we do have a whole team of Pokemon, so that's basically like ice magic.
And like we have multiple characters with bladed weapons, claws,
And
etc.
Rain is a fire user.
Okay. So yeah, so Team Diabolical Power, just a lot of like offensive combat abilities. Team Pulse of Darkness, just like a bunch of like occult shit, and also like
Murder.
Yeah.
Murder's okay.
I like this.
So long as like, I mean, it's consensual battle, so it's okay.
Yeah, of course.
They agree.
I mean, it's more morally sound than war.
This probably prevents wars. Maybe if more people joined volleyball teams, there would be no more war.
Did this just become kind of like a G Gundam vibe? Where they have these volleyball contests instead of wars.
Get on the volleyball court, Shinji.
What if the mechs played volleyball? I'm just saying.
Surely that's happened before.
Yeah, there's a lot of anime out there, is the thing.
And there's no original IDs. Anything I can think up, I assume somebody else thought of it before me.
Anyway, I think we came up with some pretty good teams here. I love these guys. I think we did great.
I also think we did great. I wish I could draw really fast and well so that I could do this, but no, it's impossible. But I see it in front of me. I see it when I close my eyes, and it's beautiful. What a beautiful team. What uniforms? Maybe just end with that. What kind of uniforms
Oh boy.
are we wearing?
I think M the Bun definitely just wore like jeans and a t-shirt and was like, "Oh shit, we were supposed to have uniforms."
This is perfect because Skylar's naked. Like, oh right, we have uniforms.
There are so many sans clothing or clothing optional characters on here.
I think Pineapple the Squirrel would be like, "Look, everyone, I made us all uniforms to unite us as a team. I think this will really give us the edge and make us all into a unified group of people working towards a common goal." And they're all like cultist robes.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh shit.
That is beautiful. So Team Diabolical Power forgot to I think no one's wearing a uniform there.
No.
Everyone's just in their sports outfit or in their regular clothes. And then Team Pulse of Darkness just shows up in robes.
Yeah, just street clothes or naked.
Uh-huh.
Beautiful. Love it.
Great.
Who would win?
All right.
Just before we end, who would win?
Who would win? Well,
God.
Team Diabolical Power are like the protagonist-coded ones, and Pulse of Darkness are the villains. So I don't know. Maybe Pulse of Darkness wins early season, but then like Team Diabolical Power has to like train and make a comeback so they can beat Pulse of Darkness in like the semifinals or whatever.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I love that. Okay, I'm ready to let it go now. This was very fun.
Awesome.
Yes, thank you for choosing this topic.
This was a good one. I had a lot of fun.
I've been smiling the entire episode. My cheeks literally hurt.
Wonderful.
All right. What are our plugs?
So I don't do social media. I don't have anything to plug other than this own podcast. So, hey, look in the show notes. There'll be a Discord there. You can see like pictures of these guys and all that good stuff if you go on the Discord. And please give us some feedback. We've got like we do have like a mailbag channel there that no one's been using, and we wish they would. Despite there being so many people on the server.
Yeah, we never really put out much of a request for asks, did we?
No, I guess not. So, but yeah, I mean, like, please come to the server, join us, be our friends. And then like we do group watches on Mondays, and Emery does art streams on Fridays normally, and then there's just occasionally other bullshit. That's my plug.
Right. Yeah. My plugs. I have a lot of social medias. What am I active on right now? Instagram, @eduvidu_cosplay, where I will one day post cosplay pics again. And my Tumblr, which is mushroomcouten at tumblr.com. I'm most active on those two because I've given up. It's done. I'm done.
I think you mean X?
No, I'm dead naming that. This is the one time I will allow a dead name.
So true, though. Alright, I'm on for Affinity with the username Space Robot. I got my whole gallery there. I take commissions, which you can message me on Discord anytime if you want to request artwork of your little guys, perhaps in a volleyball uniform. Who knows? I'm also on a podcast called We Write Queerbait, where we explore the blurry line between homie and homo. We recorded a really normal episode recently about the movies movie Cars 2. A movie with incredibly bad politics. If you have a chronic health condition, then actually you're evil.
Oh, that explains so much about me.
I'm also on an upcoming audio drama, news for that, upcoming. I'm quitting my job in early September, and right now the plan is, September. I also work a night shift show, so right now the plan is September 5th, I get home from work on my last day on the job. Then I think what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna stay up all day, and then, around maybe 6 Eastern, do a Keep Emery Awake stream, so that, just watch me be fucking incoherent, until it's time to go to bed at a normal hour.
Exciting.
Yeah, not sure what I'm gonna be doing. Probably some drawing. Like maybe I'll switch to streaming a game or something. If I get too tired for drawing, who knows?
So that's a Tuesday, right?
Sure is. Yeah, I think that's it. This podcast has a Tumblr and a co-host. Check out this guy on both. We already mentioned the Discord server. So this podcast is part of the Noisespace.xyz network. You can go to Noisespace.xyz and find all sorts of neat shows. I'm not sure if no dedicated Haikyuu or sports anime podcast, I don't think, but there's podcasts about a lot of things. The new season of Jujutsu Kaisen just started up again, so that means we're getting new episodes of
Special Grade Snacks.
Special Grade Snacks, thank you. I was looking for the name.
I'm also very excited about that one.
Also, the Sonic Shuffle, which I mentioned earlier in the episode for being the debut of Pineapple the Squirrel, our team manager for Pulse of Darkness.
Oh, I'll pick one here. They've also got Crime Cuts, which is an out of order history of the Transformers franchise, and it's pretty damn good.
Also, Wow Cool Robot, they finished covering G-Witch, and next time we hear from them, they will have started their coverage of War in the Pocket. Yeah, so Noisespace.xyz, fucking check it out. There's all sorts of neat shows on there. You're gonna find some shit you love. Yeah, so I think until next time, don't mind, good game,
Nice skill.
one touch.
We somehow survived.
We did. All right, bye everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye, folks.